I might be getting one over just a little bit, about this much. Not too much. That might even be too much. Your girl Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing? Ray of Sunshines. We are reviewing Claws season number 3, episode number 3. Welcome to the Pleasuredome. Child, we was in for a whole lot this episode. Let's just get Clay out the way, because you know their little storyline, I ain't there yet. So you know, last week he went straight, okay, but he has no clients. Yeah. So they go over to the Peter Pain rehabilitation and try and get some of their clients back, saying we'll give you opiates for half off. And then their thought process is, or the plan is, we'll get them there and then we'll try and rehab them. Well, that doesn't work. They go back because the junkie wants what a junkie wants. And if they're not ready, if they haven't hit rock bottom rehabilitation, then they aren't going to want to be rehabbed. Fortunately for them, Brenda, y'all know Brenda, blowjob Brenda, Jen's mom Brenda, she comes in, she has hit total rock bottom, lost her job, plants are dying, and she needs some help. And somehow Clay convinces Bryce to allow his mother-in-law, his scandalous ass mother-in-law, to help them to rehab her. So we're gonna have to see how that works out. I don't think Jen is going to be very happy about it. Since we're talking about Jen, let's just talk about what went on really quickly with Jen and Bryce and Brienne and EJ. Oh, there was some extra stuff in there though. I wasn't ready for that. I can't wait to, okay. I get beside myself. So the first time we see Jen and Bryce, we see that they are at a lawyer's office wanting to talk about what their avenues were as it related to Brienne and EJ getting sole custody. Jennifer is like, no, I don't want none of this. I don't want it. He can't see him. He can't see her. She don't know him. However, Bryce is having second thoughts, and I'm so glad that he is. I'm so glad that he's feeling like, you know what, well, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if you decided to take Brienne from me and I chose her to be my daughter? I think it's only fair that we allow Brienne the opportunity to get to know EJ. Well, so we see Jennifer have a conversation with Brienne in the park. You know, saying, well, Black Daddy is back. You know, they talk about Black Daddy, White Daddy, and Black Daddy is back and he wants to see you if you're okay with that. And at first she is genuinely excited and she's all like, yeah, I want to see Black Daddy. Jumps off the swing. And Jennifer, on the other hand, is, I don't know, still apprehensive. And I'm kind of wondering why she doesn't want Brienne to build a relationship with her biological father. Like, who is he that made her so skeptical about allowing her daughter to see her father? Because now I'm feeling like something must have happened. Was he abusive? Okay, it might be a far stretch, but it is exactly how I'm feeling. Like there is some reason that she is apprehensive. She knows something that we don't know about EJ. Ultimately, her and Bryce go and take Brienne to see EJ or meet EJ for the first time at a park. And Brienne starts to feeling some apprehension her own self. You know, a lot of times it is a reflection of what the parent is feeling, because little Brienne is too young to really develop those kind of emotions on her own. I mean, she can feel some kind of way, but like the apprehensiveness, at least this is the way I'm thinking. And if you disagree, you could do so down below in the comments. But I was glad because, you know, Jen was like, you know, she don't have to if she don't want to. We can just turn around, we can go home. And Bryce stepped up. And Bryce did the right thing as her father, because that's who she knows. As her father, he talked to her and said, I'm gonna love you regardless. Even if you like him, even if you love him, I chose you as my daughter. So I'm gonna always love you and care for you. That's never gonna change. And I thought that was really heartwarming. I was like, come on, father that stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Stepfather stepped up. Y'all got it. Anyway, EJ comes and he is excited to see Brienne. Like, my heart goes out to him being able to build a relationship with his daughter. And of course there is a token of appreciation, of love to the daughter, and they go and they swing. And so we need to see how this develops, especially since Eric, we didn't know his name was Eric until today, ran into Virginia, had a little moment, was a little flirty, where he is interested in her and she is interested in him in spite of Dean. And as we continue to move further, I see how this may end up playing out, that quite possibly it could cause a problem in the relationship with Dean and Virginia. And so I just want to talk about Roller really quickly. So Roller goes and seeks Polly's assistance. He really wants to win Desna back. He really wants her to know that I'm here for you, I love you, I want to be in this relationship, we need to make this work. So he seeks her out and asks for her assistance. And she's all like, well, first off, we need to get this whole look together. This homeboy look, this player look ain't gonna work for a real woman. I'm all like, you better tell him something, Polly. You better tell him something, okay? She even goes through the correct way to greet her, how he should be walking, how he should open up her chair, what he should bring, not panties and a condom, but flowers. But during this whole sequence, I thought to myself, Polly, what you got going on? Are you trying to, channel Desna's look and energy for the sake of you guys' role play and assistance? Anyway, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. When she put him in that suit, I told y'all that I like him as his regular self, Jack whoever, can't think of his last name, but I like him. He is a very attractive man. He is an other that I would date, like, in his clothes. And so at this point I was looking at him going, shit, you look delicious, Roller. Like, come on. And is you not gonna be Roller? Is you? Are you no longer going to be Roller? Are you going to be, anybody know his real name? Anybody? If you do, let me know down below in the comments, because I can't think of it to save my soul. Can't remember him being called anything other than Roller. But I think in the first season he might have been. The icing on the cake though, when he was in the casino playing at the crap table and she walked in and she saw him, honey, from the back, he looked like everything. I was like, okay, so you lusting after the TV show. Okay, I mean, you got to do something. You got to dream about somebody. Anyway, he turns around and gives her this look and walks over. Now, he still got, that little bow leg thing he got going on. And he walks over there to her and asks her out on a real date. And she's all like, I got other stuff. I got other plans. And I'm thinking to myself, now see, this is the Roller that I can get into. And as they depart and she agrees to go to dinner with him at 8 o'clock the next day, he kisses her hand and I melt. And so if Roller continues on this road, down this avenue, I could probably get into Desna. But I'm still not there yet. A suit and, a dinner date or whatever, a promise for a dinner date is not enough to woo me, right? I done dealt with enough of these niggas to know that, you have to want to change, which it seemed like he wants to do, but innately, if he had to, he could always revert. So I really need to see the full change. I'm a hold out and saying that I'm Team Desna, because I'm not, but I am liking the direction we are headed, okay? Y'all can get that much from me. I'm liking the direction we are headed with Desna with Desna and Roller, okay? So now I skipped around a whole lot, gave you like a little bit of scenario here and a little scenario here. But what we really want to talk about is everything surrounding Desna and all the girls, okay? For starters, when they go into the salon, baby, and you see Penelope dead, propped up, waiting, like she is getting a pedicure and a manicure staged. knowing damn well Eminem are the ones who put her in there, that had Joe go in there and stage her. I thought, oh my God, they are sending you a fucking message. Desna, you are in too deep. And of course they are freaking out. So, you know, everybody needs a tribe like this. Do you have a tribe like this that is... Now listen, I ain't saying that y'all should commit a murder or even hide a murder, but I'm just saying people that are down for you, because her tribe went right into action. We're going to clean it up. We're going to wrap her up. We're going to figure out what it is we need to do to get rid of the body. But the whole time I'm thinking, you didn't kill her? So why aren't y'all calling somebody? Oh, possibly because they just got the salon back. Oh, possibly because they don't want to be implicated. I don't know, but I didn't necessarily agree with it because they didn't have anything to do with Penelope being killed. Well, I guess they had a small hand, but they aren't the one that slit her throat. And Arlene comes up, and so, you know, Ann is like, I got it, I'll take care of it, and pretty much tells her, don't fucking come around here no more. It ain't no us. We can't be together. I know I ain't returning your calls. Get it through your head. I don't want you. Okay? And I'm looking at her like, see, this seems like it's too extra. You still want her. You're doing too much. You're just trying right now to, you know, cover up what's happening inside the nail salon. Well, as they put the body into the truck, honey, Polly is very fucking resourceful. Polly pulls her strings to somebody that she had spent some time with in prison or in jail with, who works at the coroner's office, and they deliver the body to the coroner's office. So I guess they could burn the ashes or somehow get rid of the body without a hitch. And of course Desna pays her, and you know, the homegirl's like, I don't see no evil, hear no evil. That ain't what she said, but that's what I'm saying, because that's what it pretty much summed up to. And I was like, Polly is very resourceful. Who's my Polly? Or am I the Polly? I'm not, because Polly got mental health issues that be like taking her in other places. But y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Let me also say, I forgot to say, Desna's like, she needed to get out of the mansion because now Bryce and Jen and the girls are there, and it is chaotic and cereal and shit getting thrown around. Desna wants her to control her children. I mean, you definitely see the difference between the black household and the white household right then and there. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. That wouldn't even go on. That is not happening. We ain't throwing cereal. It ain't no mess. It ain't no chaos. Sit your ass down. Eat that food. If you don't want to eat that food, you're going to starve. Get up. Let's go get dressed. We ain't having none of that. And neither is Desna. She's all like, I need to find me a place of our own. And we get to see Mandy again. Mandy is the realtor who at first, you know, shunned Desna because she didn't think Desna was prestigious enough. And they are now friends, buddies, and she called on her to help her find a new place. It is a penthouse that Mandy told her was above your pay grade, and she said nothing's above a pay grade, or nothing is too costly for a boss, and starts, you know, flicking out money. I'm all like, see, Desna, you getting beside yourself. Humble yourself, girl. Humble yourself. Humble thyself quickly. Now, there's some things about Desna that I liked. She was like, y'all don't need to know what's going on. That way you're not implicated. But then she also has a meltdown because she feels like, I'm losing control of everything. These last, you know, couple months or so, I have been losing myself, because though we looking at it at years, this is happening like really quickly in her life. And she's all like, I don't see things coming, and I need to figure it out. And Polly, our girl, gives her a pep talk about double rainbows and shit that she had heard once before from Desna, and was like, okay, we're gonna have a plan. We need to switch this. I need this to be in my favor now, and we're gonna play everything cool, and we're gonna do a sneak attack. Listen, when they delivered that fucking funeral wreath to Eminem, that's Mack and Melba, if you just now joining us. Baby, I was like, oh, this too much. This too much. I'm sorry, offering our condolences for the loss of Penelope. Like, okay, send your own message then, bitch. Like, tell them what's up. What's up, what's up, what's up. Like, tell them who you playing with. Who you playing with? I ain't the one. I got people on my team. I ain't scared. I'm scared for you, Desna. You ain't got to be scared. I'm scared. So I'm going to talk about what went on with Dean a little bit separately so we can continue down this train. So You know, Polly and Joe have this thing that this flirtatious thing that we see ourselves, right? And she ends up being in the office, answering the phone, and hears the information about the governor's party. So they decide they're gonna crash it, girl. They're gonna crash the party. They get all dressed up in their ball gowns and shit, looking all cute and sophisticated, you know, fitting in with the upper echelon, being able to hobnob with the best of them, you know, looking all spiffy and shit. Get in there and they have to relinquish their phones. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is anytime you have to give up your phones, there's either something to be hidden, or you're in a place with like a bunch of celebrities that don't want to be video recorded. Again, something hidden and something hidden. Why can't I have my phone? Because something needs not be recorded. And they did have that look. They are giving cloaks and masks. Another reason, red flag, like what? So as they go in, they see that the party is really a fun party. You know, a sex party, you know, a freak nasty, anything goes, weirdo type of party. You know, it ain't just your regular fun party. It's like over the top, really like what? Like I ain't passing no judgment, but listen, I ain't finna be in there with no pigs and shit. What is we doing? What kind of nasty perverted shit is this? That's the prudish part of me, okay? Live your life according to what you want to, but understand that I'm not having no animals around while I'm fucking. If I had a dog, I don't even want the dog in my room. When I had a dog when I was married, Brownie couldn't even be in the room, honey. I don't want, what are we doing and why is you here? So the goal is that they find out what he's building or what he's getting paid off or paying people, what people are paying him off for. What is he building? That's the goal when they're in there. And what they find out, they do see the governor. She notices him because of a lip. Because remember, everybody has on a mask. Everybody has on a mask. Everybody's got on some sexy ass lingerie, honey. Everybody in there looking hot, nasty, freaky. Like, okay, come with it. A lot of cute little outfits in there I saw. And Desna has an epiphany moment. Realizing if I'm going to be able to find out the information, I'm going to have to play the part. We're going to have to go ahead and mingle amongst them and find out what we can. And I'm going to just tell you the truth. That bitch put on that fishnet bodysuit and I thought, are you fucking kidding me? Desna, is this your real body? It looks like her real body. Niecy Nash, bitch, you fine. Bitch, you is slaying for the gods. Because I don't see no puncture holes and I don't see no tattoos. Child, that look like it's all you. Honey, pow, pow. Jessica Rabbit ain't got shit on you. Like, she was bomb. Y'all could come for me. We could argue about it in the comments because I'm not going to argue with you. It's my opinion. She looked fine. I got one of them in there and I thought maybe I'll put it on. That would have been too much for y'all. Well, as they're in there changing their clothes, honey, this little hot tamale starts talking about her meeting with the governor about the funds for the building, and she is from Gold Touch, the building company, the construction company, Gold Touch. And so, you know, they go into straight devious, straight plotting, straight scheming mode, and pretty much tie that hoe up, gag her, tie her up, put her in the closet. Say you're going to stay there. You ain't going to meet with them. Because Desna is going to be the one that meets with them. Well, when they come out, I don't know. We saw the champagne being spiked. I didn't know what it was being spiked with. I thought to myself, possibly Molly. And we found out later that it was indeed Molly. You know, a mood enhancer. If you didn't know that, now you know. Anyway, Eminem are the hosts of this freak nasty party. And Polly is chosen as the sacrifice. And Joe is the executor. And it looks like they gonna execute Polly. Everybody gets nervous, but we know that ain't what's happening because you could see from right away that that is a fake mallet, hammer, axe. We see that it's a fake axe, and when he shuts it down to go hit her in the neck, then it blacks out, and then you see two bitches on the swing. Some old weird, scary, freak, nasty shit, you know, that like them. You see them pictures of them. You see them, okay? You see their relationship. That alone should tell you that they weird, freak, nasty. We see Ann start talking to this fine black man, honey. He starts speaking French, and we know she speaks 5 languages and is fluent and begins to speak back to him, honey. And they are drinking the champagne. He's the one that lets us know that it's Molly. Just relax. You know, it's fine. She goes over, they go sit down and talk. Next thing you know, they hot and heavy. And she calls him Arlene, and then just goes right into character like dominatrix, honey. And we don't see that anything happened. We imply that something happens. We think that something happens, but we're not sure what really happens between the fine chocolate black man and Arlene, the lesbian, okay, the stud. Virginia and Polly have a little meet, and Virginia kind of spills out that she met somebody, and Polly's like, oh yeah, really? And next thing you know, she is blabbing like, what are we supposed to be doing here? With Joe right behind her. And she explains to her, we're trying to find out about the building fund from the governor. Now, they didn't show Joe listening, but she sure was whispering loud. So I'm figuring that's going to come back. What y'all think? Well, Desna ends up being with the governor and having some private time. And that nigga likes to be shocked, okay? Shocked in the balls, shocked in the chest, honey. He is like whip freak nasty, shock therapy type shit. I'm all like, yeah, I don't want no voltage going through me. I don't think I can get off. Ain't no getting off with no fucking voltage and shocks and shit. Electric shock going through my body. But she finds out what she wants to know. She finds out that Gold Touch is actually bribing them or giving him money to build a private jail in the city of Florida. In Palmetto, in Dade County, Florida. So she also finds out that, of course, he's a freak, that they are supposed to get paid. And fortunately for her, that is her way out, because he was not having it. He was like, it's your turn. It's your turn. I was like, bitch, is you finna have to get shocked? How you finna get out of there? You know what she always do that irritates me? She always goes, and I know that ain't right, but she always puts that tongue out. Like, is that sexy? Y'all let me know if her putting her tongue out like that constantly is sexy to you, because it ain't to me. It's like overkill. So we see the Reiki healer, now Virginia, get kicked out, and this hoe talking to pigs. I mean, she drank some champagne, and it is a mood enhancer, so it didn't enhance so much that she can talk to pigs. She hear pigs' thoughts and shit. Now, see, now this is what I mean when I say sometimes Claus goes too far. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, come on now, let's make it realistic. But I'm gonna hope that it was just like her hallucinating, and that ain't really a power that she has. I gotta stop rocking. That's like I don't like to sit down too. Okay, Keely? So now that she has all the goods, they go back to the salon the next day, and they are giving a recap, filling in Jen, saying that pretty much the governor is taking payoffs to build a jail. Well, in the process, Virginia looks over at Ann and says, you have an orange sexual aura around you, like there's a new, like you've done something different. And so Polly, is this your new eyesight happening? She's all like, yeah, Desna, ain't nothing happening. You know, Desna don't believe this shit until Arlene opens her mouth. Until Ann opens her mouth and says, well, I did have a different sexual encounter. I slept with a man last night, honey. We didn't see it. We implied it. All of our mouths dropped open to the floor. Like, bitch, you got you some dick? How was that? That was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, no. I still like the little man in the boat. At this point, Virginia says to her, you and Arlene aren't done. Tells Polly that her and Ken are done. And then Desna chimes in and says, you need to go get your girl back. You love her, work it out. Everybody looks at her and says, well, what about you and Roller? And she was like, we don't love each other. When in fact, we know that they do love each other. They just really have bad blood and a horrible history. And he really needs to make up for it. But this is also where she lets them know, well, I have a date with him tomorrow at 8. We're going on a real date. Like, they like, oh, you going to get you some? You going to turn, you know, you going to break in your new bed? And she's all like, no, it's a real date tomorrow at 8 o'clock. While everything's going on at rock bottom rehab when Brenda walks in and that's their first new client, Desna's over at the casino putting her foot down, letting Eminem know how it is. Now, I'm not really sure, but she did say that she's now going to be the out loud owner and that they're going to be silent. And I'm not sure when she walked away if that's really what was happening. I was a little confused because she was like, I want to put my name on the door. And then they were like, well, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You stepping into a world of darkness that you're not ready for, and you're not going to be able to get out of. So I'm not sure if you guys understood it completely. So are they still going to both be partners out loud, or are now Eminem silent partners? Like, I'm a little confused, and I hope y'all know better than I do. I even rewound it a couple times trying to figure it out, because she walked out, but it seemed like that they were all like, it was like, okay, well, we gonna let you in, you know what I'm saying? But we finna watch you, like we underestimated you. But you know, so I'm confused. Y'all help me understand that down below in the comments, or we'll just have to wait in the upcoming weeks to see exactly how this plays out. We also see Ann go to the police station, and she goes to talk to Arlene, and she says, Arlene, you know what? We've always been don't ask, don't tell. I'm not going to tell you about my criminal past. I don't want you to tell me nothing about your police business. But let's try living out loud. Let's try speaking our truths and living in these moments. You know, and I thought, that's not really a good thing for you. But if Desna continues to cover, then you don't really know what's happening. And so she first blurts out that she slept with a man. And did you like it? I'm here, aren't I? So it seems like they're going to work out their differences. I'm wondering how long for, and is this going to work out? So now, let's talk about Dean. So Dean goes to visit the casino, okay? And I really feel like Mack knew that Dean was Desna's brother, because I'm sure they've done all their research. And he tries to befriend him. He tells him that he could be a great mahjong player. Don't show your hand. Yada, yada, yada. Tries to cozy up and get comfortable with him, you know. And Desna sees it, and she's all like, because he tells her, I'm Dean Sims. Desna is an owner in this business too. And Desna walks up, and she pretty much tells him, listen, don't fool with Mack. He is not good people. He is dangerous. Walk away, go home, leave him alone. So later on, Virginia and Dean go to visit Desna at her new penthouse suite, or wherever it is. Nice house, nice apartment, nice condo, whatever the hell it is. And she says, you guys can go get your stuff and move out of the ratty motel. You guys come live with us. Virginia is ecstatic. Dean, not so much. Dean pretty much says, I'm a man. I don't want to live with you because you're controlling. You think I'm a child, but I'm a man. I'd rather live with my fiance in this rundown apartment, this rundown motel, than with you and you controlling me. I'm a man. Virginia, baby, is trying to, you know, say, well, Dean, I'm tired of being there. I don't want to be there no more. Honey, if he didn't put his foot down and show some authority and tell her, Virginia, I said, come on, let's go. I was like, well, damn, she had to come on and let's go. So once Dean and Virginia storm out, you see Desna waiting for Roller for their 8 o'clock date. She's all cute in her bodycon dress. She's waiting for him, excited. But Roller has stopped off at the liquor bank, the liquor store, the corner market, 7-Eleven, somewhere to buy her some flowers. And on his way out, a very attractive woman stops him because she's a helpless damsel and she needs some help with her car because she ain't got no AAA, and you so big and strong and handsome and you look like you want to rescue a bitch. Like, what? She asked for some assistance, and it's a setup. They didn't fucking kidnap Roller, okay? They didn't chloroformed him and put him in the van. Now, first off, I'm gonna need you to be more observant, Roller. Like, how in the fuck did you not see the van next to the car? I mean, maybe because I'm a woman, I'm very more observant about my surroundings, because I wouldn't have walked between a car and a van. I don't walk between anything in a van, okay? As fine as I am, somebody might try to kidnap me and put me on the whole stroll, but listen, I ain't gonna yield no money because I'm old. Where the fuck do I come up with this shit? And unfortunately, Desna is feeling like he has left her, ghosted her, stood her up because he's not answering the phone, and it's past 8 o'clock. Now, That pretty much covers the entire episode. And I just want to know, for starters, how is Bryce and Jen going to handle the EJ Brienne relationship? Because Jen is apprehensive, and though Bryce gave that pep talk, you could see in his face that he knows that EJ can provide something that he cannot to Brienne. Number one, that's her biological father. Number two, they black, so they got something entirely different in common than white daddy. Okay, black daddy and white daddy are two different types of daddies. Furthermore, since we now know that Eric is EJ and EJ is Eric, and they like Virginia and Virginia likes him back, are they gonna start dating? Okay, plot twist. Is she gonna end up leaving Dean because he doesn't want something better? He wants to be a man and live in that motel, and she about tired? I mean, she did read his energy and told him, no, you don't judge people. I know you don't judge nobody, you know, because she like her hot food cold. Ann and Arlene, how is that gonna work out? What about that dynamic? Law enforcement and a criminal, a felon. I'm just asking for myself. I'm still waiting to see Polly and Joe go ahead and fuck. Like, let's get it over with. We got to build this tension. So maybe not next episode, but the episode after that, soon enough, we will be seeing them get it on. Because there's too much tension between the two of them. He wants to know her, see her real true self, you know, and she really wants to open up because she's done with Ken. What's happening with Roller? We see what's happening a little bit. They gave us a snippet. But how they gonna get Roller out? What's gonna happen? Is this gonna make him revert back to old Roller? Or is this gonna make him love Desna even more? Is Roller gonna die? Is his character done? That'd be too much like wrong, right? That'd be too much like wrong. Even I would say that would be too wrong. And then honestly, I'm really waiting to see how this Eminem and Desna thing plays out. They don't seem like they playing with him, and they don't seem like they playing with her, and she sure in the hell ain't playing with them. But we know they're gonna have to try and kill her. And I'm kind of wondering, is Matt gonna use Dean against her? Because of course their relationship is strained. He noticed that their relationship is strained, that he's a man and he wants to be his own man. And Dean, it really just sees Desna as being money hungry. So I just really want to know how that whole dynamic is going to work. I'm actually looking forward to the rest of the season. They got a lot of stuff going on. I'm really trying to shorten these reviews, but I don't know how that's going to work out. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Claws, season number 3, episode number 3, The Pleasuredome. If it's your first time visiting my channel, you should click the red subscribe button and become a ray of sunshine. You also need to click the notification bell so you won't miss another Claws recap and review that I upload. Lastly, because you like me, give me a thumbs up and I'll know it's real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.